guys. Welcome to my first podcast for Plus One. I decided to name the podcast Plus One because it is one of my favorite new hashtags to use. I think I might be the first person to pin it. I'm not sure. But I was thinking when I was at one of the lowest points in my life, not when I was at, I'm still there, how sometimes you just need one person cheering for you, praying for you, in your corner that you can trust, just one. And I want you guys to think of this podcast as your plus one. You guys will definitely be mine. I hope that you guys will join me on a journey to self-discovery, healing, spiritual growth. I do plan to share many, many things with you guys. And I hope that we all become more comfortable with each other on this journey. You guys will be able to contact me via my email, justminxy@gmail. You can contact me via DM on Facebook, Lisa LaFleur, or preferably on my blog page. Just so many avenues to reach out to me. TikTok. The point is I'm going to be here for you guys. I want to be your plus one. And I think I will find healing in that. Sometimes we give so much love and attention to sources that will drain, but never fuel you back, And I started to think about, what if when we loved someone that didn't reciprocate it, or just didn't reciprocate it in a way that was healing and unconditional for us, if we took that beautiful, positive energy and put it into, souls like us. Now, I won't always be serious, and I won't always be deep. Sometimes we'll have fun. We'll laugh. Because that's life. That's real life. Sometimes we'll learn. I love to learn new things, experience new cultures, and I like to ask people how they're doing and actually listen. Think about that. How many times do you guys ask someone, hey, how you doing? And you keep walking. I'm going to challenge anybody listening to me right now to ask someone how they're doing. And then I want you to stop and let them tell you. So I'm going to be asking you guys how you're doing, and I want to hear you talk. You guys can send in emails or DMs on topics that you want me to discuss. I'm no expert. I'm no expert in anything, least of all life, but I am a real human being, and I want to use this forum to be transparent with you guys. I have to work on my own authenticity. I know that I have been a people pleaser, while also trying to maintain integrity and privacy. I am very, very private, believe it or not. I call what I do hiding in plain sight, but in my real life, I definitely would be considered a hermit. Maybe a clean hermit, but a hermit. Very, very, very introverted. which is kind of a contradiction. Before, I spent my whole life hiding in plain sight, meaning I would be on stage. I would try to be an amazing student and always doing events and things, pageants, competitions, sports events, modeling. But nobody really knew me. It's so funny when somebody tries to tell me about who I am. It's not funny, it's painful, because I have not felt safe to let anybody know who I am and to be myself completely without dimming my own light, without pretending to heal from trauma that I had not healed from to make other people comfortable. And this is probably going to be therapeutic for me. I really think I'm in a place where I do need therapy, but finding somebody who makes me comfortable and trust would be very difficult for me right now. So as time goes on, you guys may learn a lot of things about me, and I hope that we learn a lot of things about life, kindness, humanity, the effects that trauma can have on a person for years, continual trauma. And it won't always be down, guys. That's not real life either. I never want anyone to just wallow in their sorrow. But I also don't think that you should have to hide your sorrow, your anger, your joy, your prosperity, your intelligence. You shouldn't have to hide those things. You should be able to be surrounded by people who love and accept you as you are and as you will be. We will talk about relationships. Now, again, I am no expert on that, okay? But I am still a believer that good, nurturing, mutually giving relationships can exist. But, well, the buts are something that we'll discuss later. So this is just a brief introduction. I wanted to spend a few minutes with you guys and kind of tell you my vision. I'm not a planner. I don't usually plan, which is funny because I spent a lot of my life in careers and jobs where I had to plan and organize. But I just kind of go with my spirit. My mental health leads me. And I feel like this is a platform that is right for me right now. I'm not really wanting to be in front of a camera, a cell phone. And also, guys, I just got braces, and so I'm getting used to talking with those. It's actually kind of difficult, so bear with me. I'm not perfect. I am not perfect. And I want this podcast to be for people who are not perfect, but I am human. And again, I want to make this platform a safe place for people in need of a +1. So if you've listened this long, please join me tomorrow. We'll talk. We'll get to know each other. Send in your questions, suggestions, or even if you want to give some advice or maybe need some advice. Take it with a grain of salt for me, because I speak from the heart and I speak with practicality. And sometimes I may be perceived as someone who is tough. Probably not so much, but I like to offer practical solutions, if that makes sense. There are things in this world that we cannot change, okay? You cannot change the things that you have survived. There are things that you won't ever be able to do at the place and stage and age that you are. But there are things that you can solve. So what I mean by sometimes I can be perceived as harsh. If you're struggling financially, I'm going to be the person that says, hey, let's look at your finances. Let's look at your budget. Let's look at some options to get you assistance to pay your bills this month and maybe get a grant, or what can we liquidate? Do you have anything that we can sell? Maybe we can do a yard sale. And, or if you say, hey, I'm in an abusive relationship, I'm going to be the person that says, hey, are you ready to leave? You're ready to leave. These are things that we can do. Like, this is how we can do. This is what we can do to get you to a safe place. So, there are things that you can fix. Those are things that are fixable. And then there are things that we will just have to talk through and communicate through. And it's a lifetime journey. You know, I hear a lot of people saying, you know, if somebody loves you, they'll change for you. Or people who try to change you. I never want to change anybody that I'm with or anybody that I'm friends with. But I want us to heal together. Listen, that is different. Changing implies that there is something wrong with you. But everything that we do and everything that we say is what we need to do to survive. What our brain tells us we need to do to survive. And you guys, the audio won't be perfect, okay? I'm using some old earbuds on my iPhone 8. This ain't no fancy show, baby. This is a real life shit show. And I am happy that you guys are joining me for the ride. So come back again. I am your +1, Jess Minxy. You can call me that. You can call me Lisa. I will talk to you guys tomorrow.